Dr. J here. Have you ever found yourself struggling to change certain behaviors in your life? Perhaps you've tried the approach of simply telling yourself to stop doing that, or even replacing the behavior with something else, but nothing seems to stick. Well, today, I want to embark on a deep exploration of understanding our own behaviors and why those traditional approaches might not always work. Let's dive deep into 3 common stages that many of us go through when trying to change our behaviors. So grab a seat and let's begin this transformative journey together. In the first stage, we often tell ourselves to just stop doing that behavior. We really rely on our willpower and motivation, believing that if we have enough of those, we can quit anything. However, we soon realize that it's not always that easy. We may find ourselves slipping back into old habits despite our best intentions. When the first stage falls short, then we enter the second stage. We start searching for replacements or substitutions for the unwanted behavior. You know, those moments when we tell ourselves to just drink sparkling water instead of wine, or snack on carrots instead of potato chips. It sounds reasonable, right? Well, sometimes it works, but often it's just not sustainable in the long run. We might find ourselves craving the original behavior, those potato chips, or feeling unsatisfied with the substitutes. Now, here's where things get interesting. We enter the third stage, where we begin to realize that there's something missing in the typical approaches to behavior change. We discover that our behaviors serve a purpose, and if we want to create effective and sustainable change, we need to understand the root causes and find replacements that serve the same purpose. So, I'm going to introduce you to the EATS model. It's a framework that sheds light on the primary root causes of our behaviors. EATS stands for escape, attention, tangible, and sensory. Understanding these root causes can guide us towards finding appropriate replacements that align with our goals and fulfill the same underlying purpose. Escape refers to behaviors that we engage in to de-stress, unwind, or distract ourselves from the challenges of the day. For example, if we find ourselves drinking wine in the evening as a means of escape, simply replacing it with sparkling water may not provide the same effect. At least that's never happened for me. Instead, we can explore different activities that provide a similar sense of escape, such as playing a musical instrument or indulging in a relaxing bath. Whatever you choose, it should not be what someone else is doing necessarily, but what you might find relaxing, fun, and an effective way to escape and de-stress. Sometimes it's about finding new things or resurrecting things that we used to do that allowed us to de-stress. Attention is another root cause that drives our behaviors. Sometimes we engage in certain behaviors to be social, to connect with others. So if we find ourselves drinking wine to connect with our partner after work, a different kind of sparkling water or kombucha might actually work instead of wine, if our need is to connect and have that time with our partner. A walk, a card game may as well, again, if they're providing that connection. The tangible root cause represents treats or rewards that we feel we deserve or have earned. So for example, if we enjoy fine wines and consider them as a tangible reward, simply replacing them with other treats, think retail therapy or new workout gear, may be a more effective solution towards our health and wellness goals. We also do not have to completely nix our desired wine. Simply create a rotation of wine with other rewards that more align with those wellness goals, which creates a balanced approach that satisfies our desires. Lastly, the sensory root cause are those behaviors that simply taste or feel good. If wine provides us with a sensory pleasure, Rather than completely eliminating it, we can explore strategies to reduce the frequency or portion size while still allowing ourselves to enjoy it in moderation. Meanwhile, what other sensory pleasures do you enjoy? How can you incorporate them into your routine to better promote your wellness and productivity goals to replace the wine? Understanding these root causes and matching our replacements accordingly is crucial for sustained change. It's not just about stopping or substituting behaviors, it's about finding alternatives that serve the same underlying purpose and fulfill our needs in a healthier, more aligned way. Now that we have delved into the stages of behavior change and the importance of addressing root causes, let's shift our focus to some of the other challenges that we encounter on our journey towards understanding and changing our behaviors. These challenges not only test our determination, but also require us to adapt our approach and mindset. One significant challenge arises when we try to process information and make changes while engaging in other activities. Picture this scenario. You're busy with your daily workout, you're focusing on your physical movements, your balance, your coordination, all those things. The gym environment is designed to get your adrenaline flowing and push your physical limits a bit. However, it may not be the ideal setting for deep reflective thought or discussion about lifestyle changes like nutrition, stress management, or alcohol consumption. And when I refer to the gym, I just mean on the training floor. Our brains have limited capacity to process information when we're engrossed in other tasks. You've probably experienced moments where you meet somebody and forget their name seconds later. It happens to the best of us. Similarly, when we're immersed in a training session, for example, it becomes challenging to fully process and retain all the recommendations and advice that someone might be giving us related to behavior change. Moreover, if we're working with a coach or trainer, they're facing their own challenges in remembering every detail without proper documentation. With numerous clients and conversations throughout the day, it's natural to struggle with recalling specific information accurately. So, without precise information from us, the clients, it may be difficult for coaches to tailor personalized plans that address our unique needs and goals effectively. Take these scenarios and now generalize these principles and challenges to work settings and other places where you might be having conversations or trying to figure out how to change some habits while you're doing something else. In addition to these logistical challenges, creating an environment conducive to open communication, vulnerability is vital. So again, let's just take the gym. While the training floor may be the best place for physical exertion, it may not always foster the necessary space for us to share our true struggles, self-consciousness, and deeper goals. And just because we seem willing to share on the training floor and being talkative, it doesn't mean that we are able to share all of the pertinent information towards our goals. So what can we do to overcome these challenges and truly understand our behaviors? It starts with creating a designated time and space for reflection, communication, and vulnerability. So if you're working with a coach, find an environment where you can have a meaningful discussion about what's really going on, the obstacles you face, and the values that you don't want to compromise on your journey towards personal growth and change. The same can be said for conversations with partners or friends when you want to make a lifestyle change and you want and need their support. Designate a time and a space to explore what you want and create solutions within your lifestyle that are doable and can be supported by your environment and those within it. As individuals working on our own behavior change, it's important also to take ownership of our progress. Let's embrace the responsibility of communicating our struggles, goals, and desires to our coaches, our family, or friends. By expressing our true thoughts and feelings, we empower them to provide us with the guidance and support we need to navigate this transformative journey. Once we have done that, what then? Well, let's highlight a few clear action steps. A first powerful next step approach is setting clear and meaningful goals. When we have a compelling reason to change, it becomes a bit easier to stay motivated and committed. Take some time to reflect on your own values, your aspirations, and the positive impact that transforming your behavior will have on your life. By aligning your goals with your core values, you create a strong foundation for change. Additionally, it's essential to cultivate self-compassion throughout the process. Changing behaviors can be challenging, and setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Instead of beating yourself up over slip-ups or feeling discouraged, practice self-compassion and treat yourself with kindness. Remember that change takes time, and each step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Another effective strategy is to create a supportive environment. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, individuals who share similar goals or have successfully made similar changes. Seek out communities, support groups, or online forums where you can connect with others on similar journeys. Having a network of support can provide encouragement, accountability, and valuable insights. In addition to external support, developing self-awareness is key. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and the situations that trigger your unwanted behaviors. By understanding the patterns and triggers, you can anticipate challenges and develop strategies to navigate them effectively. Mindfulness practices such as meditation or deep breathing exercises can help you cultivate present moment awareness and better manage stress or emotional triggers. Remember, behavior change is not about perfection, it's about progress. So celebrate every small victory along the way. I can't stress this enough. Acknowledge your efforts, no matter how small they may seem. By recognizing and celebrating your achievements, you're reinforcing positive habits and building momentum towards lasting change. So as you embark on this journey of self-transformation, keep in mind that setbacks are normal and should be viewed as learning opportunities. If you slip back into your old behaviors, don't get discouraged. Instead, reflect on what led to the setback, identify any triggers or obstacles, and adjust your approach accordingly. Also celebrate any progress you made for a period of time. Remember, it's more than what you were doing when you started. Perspective is key here. Use setbacks as stepping stones towards greater self-awareness and resilience. Finally, be open to continuous learning and growth. Educate yourself about the behaviors you're trying to change, whether it's through books, articles, podcasts, YouTube channels like mine, or seeking guidance from experts in the field. The more you understand the psychology behind your behaviors and the strategies for change, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions and overcome challenges. Remember, behavior change is a complex process that requires patience, self-compassion, perseverance. It's not just about following a set of rigid rules or relying solely on willpower. It's about developing a deep understanding of ourselves, addressing the root cause of our behaviors, and finding healthy alternatives that fulfill our needs in a sustainable way. So the next time you find yourself struggling to change a behavior, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what function does this behavior serve in my life? What need does it fulfill? And by identifying the root cause, you can explore the alternative behaviors that align with your goals while still addressing your underlying purpose. You have the power to rewrite your story and shape your behaviors in a way that align with your truest self. It may not always be easy, but with dedication, self-compassion, and a growth mindset, you can create lasting change that enhances your well-being and fulfillment. Thank you for joining me on this journey of understanding our behaviors and working towards personal growth and transformation. Embrace the power within you and keep striving for your best self. Until next time, take care and continue to embrace the limitless potential of change.